Hey Pisces, I'm going to shuffle your cards and see what message wants to come out for you. First, wow, this is the third time today that the Nine of Cups came out. I think it was Capricorn and Aquarius. Well, yeah, I think it was both Capricorn and Aquarius. So we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So this to me felt like a lack of guardedness in Aquarius. I am not going to speak on this quite yet because I'm not sure if this is the same message or not. I will clarify it. So comes with the Five of Cups in reverse. Let me just go ahead and clarify that Nine of Cups real quick. So the Four of Water, I think that clarified it in a different video, but in the reverse. Let's see. It might have been for a different card. Let's just take it. So the Nine of Cups oftentimes is a card of wish fulfillment. To me, it often feels like emotional fulfillment. And right now, I think that is more, I'm more inclined to say that that's what it's referring to, some lack of emotional fulfillment. And I say that because it's clarified by the Four of Water, which is basically the same thing in the upright. It's apathy, boredom, disinterest. Um, again, lack of emotional fulfillment, right? And then we have the Five of Cups also in the reverse. In the traditional deck, there is a person looking at three cups that have spilled and focusing on that and ignoring the two that still stand. In this case, there's a cat, and we all know how cats are, but this cat is knocking over the three cups. And so I almost want to say that there's, well, I was going to say a mistake or an accident. Oh, but cats don't, they do this stuff on purpose. So is there maybe, let's clarify it. I don't want to say that you did something intentionally. It is in the reverse though, so maybe someone did something intentionally to you. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, the Tower. So I think that I don't usually get these like drama type readings, so hopefully it doesn't turn into that. But I do feel like there's something that has happened to you. And I say it like that because in the 3D, things happen to us, right? But if we look at it spiritually, then oftentimes we can reframe that and say it didn't happen to us, it happened for us, right? A message I got in one of the previous readings, I think it was Sagittarius, is what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I know none of us like to hear that, but um, it's because, okay, it came with this Five of Cups, okay, in the reverse. Feels like there was an intentionality behind whatever has happened, whether this was to you, by you, for you, whatever. There was some intentionality because this cat is, an asshole and is knocking cups over. Um, and he's got a smile on his face, like he's happy to be doing this. This is fun to him. Um, and then it's paired with the Tower. So this was like some sort of, or is some sort of shake up, some sort of, it could just be, it could be knowledge. It could be like, and okay, so that message is not flowing. So I do believe I'm just going to come back to this being something done to you is what it feels like. Whether this is by a person or a an establishment. I mean, could be as simple as losing your job, right? If we're going to look at it in the 3D sense, this if if we're going a little deeper than that, um, I want to keep coming back to the knowledge thing. This could be like some sudden epiphany, right? Of I want to say like higher knowledge. So if you can't really see it because it's pretty far, but we have some lightning here that is striking the top of this tower. And that sort of feels like here, this top of this tower is like your psyche, your mental space, your even just is detailed as your education, right? And it's like maybe you were provided or given information so suddenly that it knocked you off your feet, okay? This feels whatever it is, it's a big shakeup. It's sudden and unexpected. Um, so let's see what happens next. But it was done intentionally. So if this was like, say this was if you're spiritual, which I'm assuming if you're at a tarot reading that you are, say this is like knowledge provided to you from spirit or God or whatever. Say you're receiving some sort of intuitive hits. Okay, this is like bam, right? And this is coming from previously, being unfulfilled. Okay, and so I'm hoping that we're having a turnaround here. We'll see though. It's like bam. Man, come on. Okay, there we go. So we have the King of Wands. It came out sideways. If you, I don't always read sideways cards, but if you are, or even if you're not familiar with Scorched Earth here on YouTube, she's another tarot reader, very, very good one. Um, she reads cards sideways in a way that suggests that something is on the turn, something is about to change. Um, Now, whether it changes in the upright or the reverse, I'm not sure how she phrases it, but in my opinion, whether it's on its way in the upright or reverse is dependent upon you. You have the ability to decide and to change the trajectory of this King of Wands on its side. So, the kings, all the kings are masculine. Obviously, they have a masculine energy in that they are um, they control, right? They control the situation, whatever the situation is. In this case, his passion, his drive, his um, excitement, his creativity, right? So you have the ability to be in the driver's seat. You have the ability to control a situation or not, or let go of control. Let's see what you're going to do. Or actually, yeah, let's see what you're no, let's clarify it first, since we're on this path of laying down cards and then clarifying them. So you have the Four of Air. Mm. This feels very much like, so it's the rest card, okay? It's the rest card, the meditation card, especially after a long battle before another one. Um, this feels, for some reason, my first thought was let go and let God. um, and I don't know why. Like I never say that. That's not a phrase that I use, but that's what it felt like. Like just relax and let spirit handle things, right? Um, and so I want to say this is suggesting, a reversal of the King of Wands. Being in a more receptive, more queenly state, if you will. This feels like a complete message already. I don't know if I want to even get more. I'll get one more card just because we're only a few minutes in. I mean, do we even want to ask a question? Let's see. This came out in sideways too. So Wheel of Fortune, again, you have the power to change your circumstances. You have the power to, because it's sideways, right? So it's in your hands. You have control of your fate and destiny in this situation. Yeah. I'm going to clarify that one too. And then we'll get a card of advice because I don't really think, Pisces, that I don't think there's much I can tell you today. There's not much I can teach you. You're on the right path to whatever it is you're doing. I think that this is probably some sort of spiritual endeavor. And I think this is spiritual knowledge that we're talking about here, especially because you are Pisces and you are very intuitive and very spiritual, typically. I mean, I think that's what astrology says anyway. I don't actually know any Pisces, so, or at least I don't know if I know any. Okay, so we got the Devil in reverse. Yeah, like you're not to be controlled. You've got the control here. There's nothing holding you down, holding you back. I have nothing. Let's see if I'm going to get you a card of advice. Not that my point is I don't think you need advice. I think you've got this, whatever it is, but we're going to take a card of advice just in case. Also a sideways card, Temperance. So this is crazy. So Temperance is a card of balance. Being that you seem so spiritual, you probably know this already. It's also a card of moderation, though. And we do have the Pans, which is the devil, but it's in the reverse. Like, I don't think that, I think the point here is that you don't need my advice. You don't need, well, it's not my advice. You don't, in this, whatever situation you're here for today. Now, in other aspects of your life, sure, maybe you could use some guidance, in which case maybe go watch some of the other videos I've put out for the other signs. But for whatever it is you're here for in my reading today, you don't need advice. You're already, I think you're already at a balanced place in your life and you're practicing moderation. Yeah, I think I am going to clarify this just because, like, I don't want you to leave with nothing, with no information at all, but I don't think I have anything. This is really impressive, in fact. I'll also get an oracle card. So the Emperor, yeah, you're the boss, man. Like, you're doing the dang thing. So the Emperor is basically all the kings in one, right? He has mastery over all the suits. I mean, he rules an empire, right? He is very balanced. I mean, he's a ruler, and that's what you're doing. You're ruling the balance in your life. You've got this, man. You've got this. I am going to get a Between Worlds Oracle card just to wrap up the reading. I'm sorry if this fell flat, but like, you're doing good, Pisces. All right, something flipped, but then it flipped back, I think. So we're just going to keep going. Things keep trying to flip on me here. Okay, guidance, discernment. Like, it's like you're discerning your own guidance, right? All right, we're going to read both of them, though. They're very short, so just stick with me. Let's do guidance first. All right, here we go. Support systems, advocacy, and generosity. On whose shoulders do you stand? Your own. This card may refer to the presence or arrival of a specific teacher, mentor, or guide. Can you receive their support? You can, but I don't think you need it. It otherwise might call you into one of these roles yourself. Okay, okay, that's what it is. Like, you don't need my guidance. You're the teacher. That's what it is. You're the teacher. See this as a reciprocal act. Service to another is service to a larger whole of which you are a part. Wow. You're the teacher. Maybe I need guidance from you. Let's see, discernment is the other one, 49. All right. Choice, cause and effect, social justice. Take your time to gather information, listen to elders, and assess the situation from all sides. Perspective is everything. This card places a pin on the present, but with deep connections to the past and broad implications for the future. There are several possible outcomes, and your choices here matter. It is soon time to turn good thinking into right action. So, that tower with the Five of Cups in reverse feels like that good thinking, right? That spark of um, inspiration, maybe. And then the Emperor here is, what did it say? Already lost it. The Emperor is the right action. He's very action oriented, just like the King of Wands, which you also got here. So I feel like you are the teacher, and it's time for you to take action in that way. You know, you don't need my guidance. It's time for you to guide others. Um, so that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.